Yeah, that's a pretty big bass. Yeah, I'd say that's a big bass. That's a fat bass. Maybe 4.5 pounds, maybe 5. Here we go. Nice 4.5 pounder, 19.5 incher. Look how fat that fish is. On the black spinnerbait, first fish of the morning, Barton Lake on April 27th, 2021. We got here about 5:30, and we're quickly rewarded. So, all right, let's get it back in the water. Second fish, not as big as the first, but 14.25, so it's a keeper. 1.47. Just got onto the other point, and right away caught a fish. They're getting smaller. That's a bad thing. It's a little guy. Feels like a decent one. Drag is loose. There. Was that like 3 fish in a row? 2.5. 2.44. Definitely on a spot here. We've caught, what, 3 in a row? Thirteen and a half. About 12 and a half. Right now I'm fishing on the sunken island. There's a couple sunken islands. This is the bigger one. And after that boat showed up, we didn't catch anything on that point. We were hot for a minute or two. Catch 3 or 4, and a couple of them were keepers, and then boom, nothing. So, kind of like last time we came here. Black spinnerbait's really good, and then once that bite dies, you get the sunny out, I can't catch anything after that. Might be small, pretty small. 12 and a half. Seems like the sunken island would get some big fish to come up and move off the main lake right up onto it. It's kind of shallow and sandy. On the top, it's like 3 feet deep. Water's down about 1 foot in this lake at least. Keeper number, what, 4? Oh, barely a keeper. 1.21. Another little guy. Fishing on the point where we caught the big one this morning. Let's try the shallow jerkbait over the top of the point. Just a little guy. There he goes. Probably keeper number 5. Felt like he was going to be a little bit bigger than that. Only 13. Alright, let's try one more point on the other side of the lake before we have to go and see if we can't catch something on that point. Our 5th keeper of the day. Guy burning the trap. Alright, so that was our morning on Barton Lake. Great start, and then kind of slowly petered out all day. Kind of like what happened last time. And black spinnerbait bite really good, and then after that, just can't seem to find them. I don't know what happens to me. And, you know, the fish are there, catch the size in the morning, and then not using the right baits, I guess. Fished a lot of jerk baits. Tried swim bait, tried red eye shad, and even tried a deep spinnerbait a little bit. Alright, so that was our day on Barton Lake. Good morning overall. I can't complain when you catch a 4.5 pounder first thing in the morning. That was a kind of a short, fat bass. I don't know what I'm doing at this lake. I can catch them in the dark on a black spinnerbait just fine. And then once it starts to get light out, I can't hardly catch them. As far as why did I come to this lake? So I thought wind was going to be stronger out of the south-southwest, so I thought those points kind of on the south end of the lake, southeast end of the lake, however it kind of runs southwest to northeast, I thought those would be somewhat protected out of the wind, or the wind would be blowing right kind of across them. I thought that was going to be good, but there was just no wind this morning, no wind at all. So why do I use the black spinnerbait at night? Oh, it's just my favorite. can always catch fish on the black spinnerbait, it seems like, and you just feel that constant vibration, and then all of a sudden just thunk, blade stop, something like that, a little tick in your line, and boom, fish. So the black spinnerbait's a great one at night. You can cast it basically anywhere somewhat shallow. I mean, you can fish it deep if you want, but you can cast it, it'll come through weeds pretty well, it'll come through pads, it comes through anywhere. When you're fishing in the dark, it's kind of hard to know what's around, sticks and wood and stuff like that. You just don't get hung up. Top water, you know, is fun, whopper ploppers, jitterbugs, stuff like that. But man, if you miss that bite, or poppers, you miss that bite and you set the hook and the bait comes flying at you in the dark, a couple big treble hooks sailing at you, it makes you a little nervous. At least with the spinnerbait, you miss, bait stays in the water, and low chance of getting hooked. It's easy to get the hooks out. I use a trailer hook all the time, but usually in the dark, without turning on any lights, you can kind of feel where the fish is hooked and get the hook out. Treble hooks, double treble hooks, it's kind of a pain in the butt in the dark, but Spencer catches a ton of fish on the whopper plopper in the dark, so I have nothing against using topwater, but I prefer to use spinnerbaits. Easy, catches fish, it's just enjoyable, relaxing, and works well. So that's why I use a black spinnerbait at night as much as I do. Why did I stay with the jerkbaits? The question. Man, it wasn't really the bite, but because the water's down in that lake a good half a foot or so, or a foot, the points, sandy points I was fishing, they're shallow. They're a foot, 2 foot deep, no weeds or anything on it, and just doesn't seem like the fish were up on top of those. So I was trying to fish the edges of those big points, and you know, I caught some fish on them, on the jerkbait, which I guess maybe that was good enough, but I just couldn't find the big ones anymore. Not really sure where they spawn there, what I should have done different, but anyway, thanks for watching. Click subscribe. Have a good day.